Ever climbed a mountain, ever caught a fish, ever looked to the stars and made a wish, ever shot a bow and arrow in the dead of night, ever read a map, ever flew a kite, ever made a fire, ever sang a song, ever tried to run a marathon, ever put yourself to the test. Do your best, do your best.
The ground beneath us is littered with treasures. But a real mystery confounds us, a dark secret hidden in plain sight. What is a bug? Why is it crawling down the street? Is it a friend or an enemy? Bob and Joe must decipher the enigma of these microscopic animals, seeking out a smorgasbord of termites, grubs, and centipedes. The boys bring cider and tobacco to the steps of the town hall, steadying their nerves for the challenge ahead. Good luck, fellas.
I don't know, like with the balloon man coming out of the, you know, the whole UFO thing.
That Japanese guy?
Well, the Japanese guy, in fact, I found out there's way more balloon men than that as well. There was an American guy who took off from his own lawn chair and basically without telling anyone, it was always his dream to fly, basically, but he wasn't allowed a pilot's license.
Was he not allowed or he couldn't get it? Because they cost a lot.
Well, I think it was that he wasn't. I don't know. I don't know what the credentials are.
You're not allowed. Not allowed.
Yeah, I think he was just. I don't know. Maybe he was colourblind or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it costs around 75 grand. I've heard to get a pilot's
shit!
license.
No,
I've looked into it.
That's fucking mental.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know it was that much.
I'd like to be able to fly my friends to France for lunch.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Straight out of Land's End.
But you can't have a beer on the plane. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But
I don't know about drink flying.
Mental.
I'd love to fly, man.
Oh, so would I, man. Well, I say that. I'm actually kind of afraid of heights.
Me too.
Out of nowhere, the conversation changes to grasshoppers.
Grasshoppers, you know, like just like a normal grasshopper.
Out of nowhere.
When they're in a swarm, that's when they're called locusts.
So the biblical locust is essentially just grasshoppers?
Yeah, it's essentially just grasshoppers, en masse.
I've heard something that the locust, compared to the grasshopper, is something to do with them cannibalising themselves and becoming insane.
Oh, wow.
Because they are the same animal, but they grow longer tendrils, their legs get longer or something.
Maybe we should find out some more about these bugs.
Yeah.
Maybe we could go to the library, find out about the bugs.
Yeah, all right, let's do it. Well, grab a couple of books.
Yeah, why not?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into that.
Was that good?
Libraries are more than just bookstores. Libraries are full of radical ideas, ideas more dangerous and powerful than weapons. A library is a path to freedom that goes beyond roads, beyond your wife, beyond concepts. Quit your job, fire your secretary, set up a burger van in a roadside verge.
Bob and Joe head to the local park, searching for bugs, beetles, and anything that takes their fancy. Let's see how they're getting on.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah, so we're shooting now.
we're going to avoid the introduction.
Right. So
I think, personally, we could find a frog hopper. That fucker, I've actually literally seen before. It came up.
we're
on
2
the-
pages in. You've seen 2 or 2.
That's rare though. I only ever saw one of those. We're never going to find that fucker. I don't even know what the hell that is.
There's no way we're finding that.
No, we're not finding it.
The largest and heaviest insect on Earth. This is like a what? This is like a Taschen insect.
This is beautifully pornographic.
I hate to see what kind of stuff you watch. I love their little golden shimmering tops. It's like
It looks like a golden,
it
like
does,
a piece
man.
of jewellery.
Look at it.
Nah, no way. We ain't gonna find that fucker. No way, no way, no how. Yes, we will find a butterfly. That is a butterfly.
Nice.
I know for a fact that's a butterfly.
Suddenly, a kind-hearted wasp approaches, clinging to Bob's boot.
There is a wasp on my foot. I repeat, there is a wasp upon my foot. What's that called? The fucker called like a frog hopper.
It is a spicy meatball today.
I know.
The sun is coming in nice, man.
I can't spell frog hopper. Frog hopper.
So what you got going there?
Wasp, worm, butterfly, beetle, fly, moth, frog hopper.
There's a fly right there. Oh, it's gone.
Oh man, there's a lot of flies about.
Suddenly, a wild horsefly lands on Joe's hand, a harbinger of impending pestilence.
I got the fly.
You think so?
Yeah, they're all over me, man. What are you taking off?
Ready?
Oh yeah.
If I hold my hands out, a fly will just literally land.
Yeah.
Joe spies another live specimen. Beneath him is the common money spider, also known as the hot cash tarantula, a British omen of financial prosperity.
What the fuck? Is that actually a spider?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got it in my hand.
Oh.
He's he's got a shiny ass.
He's got a nice, a woman's ass. Nice.
Desperate to find a beetle, Bob begins to burrow the ground like a thirsty mole, digging holes both long and deep. Keep digging, Bobby boy. Finding nothing, their spirits remain high. Bob and Joe search high and low for insects. Bob spots a honeybee pollinating with a flower. During its entire lifetime, this worker will make only 1 damn spoonful of honey.
Keep digging, Bobby boy.
Joe locates a tame garden snail, its shell exemplifying the golden ratio. These are best served piping hot in creamy garlic butter. The boys ogle a seductive butterfly. She bats her wings like a saucy little chicken. Our humble survivalists switch up their locations, diving deep into the dense underbrush of a subtropical garden.
The bugs we've managed to discover
Yeah.
have been the bumblebee, the wasp.
The bumbles were nice. Bumbles and the honeybees were all hanging out together.
They were literally, yeah, they were hanging out. They were sort of part of the same kind of VIP drinking club. We managed to see one butterfly.
Actually, two.
Two butterflies?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Red admirals.
Red admirals, yeah. We saw a fly.
Oh yeah, I caught him. Maybe he caught me.
Maybe he did catch you.
Says a lot about my scent.
The scent of rotting flesh. How come I've ticked spider here?
Because I think we saw this tiny spider and we were like we were on our hands and knees following this little money spider around.
I would like to at least find one with a big, juicy, like throbbing ass.
I know what you mean. Yeah, they're the proper spiders.
In a way, I suppose the question is. What constitutes a bug?
Is a bug and an insect the same thing?
I think a bug and an insect are different things because a worm cannot be an insect.
No? Really?
I think it's something to do with the exoskeleton.
So an insect isn't a slug. You can't have a slug. The slug's not an insect.
I'm not sure that it is.
I had this book when I was a kid and it was called Joe Eats Worms.
Oh yeah?
And it was about like this kid called Joe that would take sandwiches into school that he'd tell everyone that they had worms in them and he'd eat all up the sandwiches with the worms.
What was in it?
Well, it's just like, I don't know, but it wasn't worms. But everyone teased him and then he was like, at the end he was like, they ain't even worms, guys.
I feel like somewhere in that book is the answer to our question.
Yeah. Something.
What are we looking for specifically in this garden now?
If we can find some granny grunters or some grasshoppers or some pre-butterfly caterpillars.
I'd love to find a beetle, and I think this is the one place we'll find them.
Have you written Paddy Longlegs?
I maybe did write that.
Is that an Irish spider?
It is.
Drunk as shit.
Bob and Joe search high and low for insects. Joe shares a tender moment with a white cabbage butterfly. Keep digging, Bobby boy. Shocked and terrified, Bob digs up a common slug. The world looks on, indifferent. Finally, Bob and Joe unearthed the elusive dandy postman, a mysterious isopod from the Cretaceous period.
Ah,
The granny grunter.
The infamous.
Also known as the dandy postman. Also known as a cheesy papa.
There's also a wasp right in our face.
The boys have disturbed a hive of angry wasps.
You abandoned the cheesy loo.
You abandoned the cheesy loo.
Oh.
Dude, alright.
Quickly, they become tangled in the wires of their microphones, unable to run away. Genuine fear punctuates the madness.
That shit just went Bear Witch project on us, man. No, he's not gone.
Oh.
Right. He's coming for me too. He's gone. Put it back on.
Oh. No, I think it's...
Okay.
That was immensely stressful.
Very stressful stuff that was.
I can't tell if it's still flying around us or not.
It's not. He really didn't like you getting those cheesy loos, man. Also known as a cheesy bob.
They've got 7 sets of legs. They originally came out of the ocean and they were the size of small chihuahuas, and apparently they taste like piss. If we turn them over, we can see that this one is a male, although I believe they can sometimes... Oh no, it is a female, because you can see at the back.
Oh yeah.
You see the egg sacs.
Those little egg sacs, yeah.
So eventually, when the cheesy papa is ready to give birth, those creatures will just freely drop from its stomach and go off into the night.
Bless them. See you later, cheesy bob. And here's to the cheesy loos, the granny grunters, everything in between.
In the space of 2 days, Bob and Joe discovered only 9 out of a possible 20,000 species. Defeated, they leave the garden for the safety of the bar, drowning their sorrows over books and cigarettes.
Ever climbed a mountain, ever caught a fish, ever looked to the stars and made a wish, ever shot a bow and arrow in the dead of night, ever read a map, ever flew a kite, ever put yourself to the test. Do your best.
Good job, boys.